Okay, welcome to another Fury of Dracula match. We are going to be watching Fangs of Fire versus Snuffaluffagus. With me is Scotsword.
Hey, here I am, people. I just heard live stream was working.
Yep,
Sounds cool. Let me get comfy. I've
yep,
literally just ran into the room, people. So yeah, very professional operation we got going on here.
yep. And let me know if
Well,
there's anything with
making
audios. We've basically had to start this right away.
yeah, hopefully there'll be somebody in the live stream can say something at some point. No, Ming's very professional. Met King the professional. I'm the one who's running late today.
And I've already got the interface bug.
Hey, Poggers, let's go.
Ugh.
Just what we want.
Alright,
Hey,
well,
Worm Talon's in the room. Hey, Worm.
alright,
I'm just
well,
getting the game fired up now.
alright, well, I've got to leave the room and come back in now because I've got the portrait bug. Which gives me an excuse to test this out. Alright, we should still be audible, you just can't see anything but what I've thrown up.
Excellent.
Yeah. Alright, portrait should be working again. And we've missed absolutely nothing. Yep, just two Draculas and discard. Perfect.
Game has been replaced by Jarred Dirt.
Yep. Yeah, I've thrown together a technical difficulties screen.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got the live stream up on my second monitor.
Perfect. As I said, I've had zero chance to actually test to make sure that I had all the audio set up to work with that.
Good grief, that's a lot. That's a lot of games. Bloody hellfire.
Yeah, 6 games today, you said, right?
Yeah, there are 3 in the lobby right now, but there are 6 in total. This is the first one. Yeah, we've got a lot of games happening. I don't know how on earth we're going to record them all. This is going to be ridiculous.
Well,
We'll find a way. Oh, what's Mina got? Some sort of automatic
Chartered
reveal
Carriage
card.
and
Oh, Agatha. So
yeah, that's
Agatha's in the
Aggie.
Discord pile.
Yeah, you did a search with Aggie.
Mm.
Yeah. Sorry, you're not going to get a repeat of the game against Ozzy. Yeah, that deck was just stacked against him.
Oh, this is it's Pizza Wizard start. It's not Fangs of Fire set up.
Yep.
Interesting. This is a big game in the league, as far as the standings are concerned. There's a lot on the line here. The winner could be the one who's going to most likely take
The higher seed.
the fifth, yeah, the 5th place slots. Not only do they get the highest seeding for the knockout stage, but they'll then skip the first round of the knockouts.
Yeah, the first
Which,
round bye. That
yeah,
is, that is a very
which
powerful
could
thing on
matter.
a tournament.
It
Gives you a
could
week
well
to
matter
rest,
if it.
recuperates, see your
Well,
competition.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then also then too is just that if you do make it to the final, then you're potentially playing 2 or 3 games fewer than somebody who has to go all the way through. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and I can definitely tell you, 6 additional games did not do me
it
any favors in that final league.
was a fun setup, but yeah, I don't think we'll do it like that again.
Yeah.
Always nice to mix it up and do something different.
Right. Got Dogs, the Crucifix, and Discard.
Funny that Worm Talon is a fan of the Worm Talon start. That's I never would have guessed that. So yeah, so for people who don't know, this is 5th place versus 6th place. and they are tied on 5 wins and 3 losses after their 8 games. In terms of the tiebreakers, the Buckholz score, which is basically the measure of the strength of all your opponents, there's only 1 point in it. So they've both played against very similar caliber of opponents so far. In terms of IDS, which is like influence damage score, there's only 1 point difference in that as well, but flipped the other way. So these two are very evenly matched.
Okay, I've got to ask, can you hear the game audio on my stream?
I don't know. I'll have to click the stream and see.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing any reaction on my soundbar. Which is weird because I've done absolutely nothing to change it.
I don't think there is audio.
Of course.
But do you hear it? Maybe Wormtime can confirm it better than I can. Not at all. Okay. But can you hear it though, Med King?
It's weird. I don't hear anything from the game. Not even on my end.
But
without the because the game isn't noise, but it's not muted.
The music can just suddenly cut off sometimes.
All right. So that's probably what happened then.
It is a bit of a bug. It should return at some point.
Well, in the meantime, enjoy the beautiful sounds of silence whenever we stop talking.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be very awkward, I promise you.
Yeah, it might be a bug because you have to reset. So maybe it might be that. Or maybe you tabbed out. I find sometimes if you tab out, it doesn't quite configure properly, but it'll pop back eventually. In theory.
When they start a battle or a new soundtrack starts playing?
Probably, yeah. I've had it where 2 soundtracks clash with each other. That's quite a cacophony.
I have to admit, I have not heard that one before. Yeah, I can confirm the game itself isn't muted. Of course, the other downside of being no music is when you mutter yourself, we hear you muttering. We can't hear what you say.
This will be interesting, yeah. See who. There's a big match. Obviously, they've then both of these players have to play Aussie. So all things can change around. But yeah, these two. Whoever gets the win here, they're in pole position for that qualification in the top 5.
Both crucifixes in discard along with 2 dogs.
Oh yeah. Oh. Strider won't be happy.
One holy circle's in discard means got the other.
Not a bad thing to hold on, especially since it's the revealed thing. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
And a child carriage too.
Yeah, similar to if you had escape route revealed as Mina. It's a way to just tell Dracula, hey, don't bother fighting me. I'm not going to fight you anyway.
True.
Unless I want to. You have to engage me on my terms, not yours.
I do like it though if the escape route is hidden, because Dracula might try to bait Mina into a situation, and then she could just unexpectedly get out the fight, and then Dracula might have compromised his position. But sometimes you just can't choose what card's going to be revealed, so...
Yeah. It's always fun when the first card you draw is Consecrated Ground.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that one. That was in a tournament game, I think. That must be, the first World Championship? Or was that in the spring one? I can't remember. And I think it was against Ondra, and he revealed Consecrated Ground. So then I managed to get a Hoax Mature late in the game, and I just used Vampiric Influence to snipe it. I was like, ain't dealing with that.
But yeah, I'd say once CG gets just revealed, it does change the dynamic for Dracula greatly, because now he knows you have it to play around it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, planned ambush is nice if you hide it, especially early. Later in the game, if you can jump on with lots of people, then it doesn't matter. Ooh.
Behind the fog, popping a
Behind
vampire.
the fog. Oh, no fog. Look at that. Behind the vampire.
You dropped this. It appears he forgot his hat. He'll have to run back to get it. We may see
Yep.
him later. But you
What
can't
does
be
that mean
reckless
now?
without your hat.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm getting audio
So
again, I
just
think.
hey. So yeah, Snuffaluffagus here just going for trying to get the quick 7 points first turn with that rumor token, which is a fair enough strategy to employ.
Yep, I got music again.
Hey, there we go. Excellent.
Yeah. Reveal the escape route, but a planned ambush hidden. That can be really scary too.
Hmm.
Dracula thinks he's
Newspaper?
about to force you to burn it, but nope.
Ooh, no newspaper reports. Okay, that's a tad unfortunate for hunters.
Oh no. Anyway. Yeah. Well, this is
Just
where the hunters really have to start showing their skill. What
yeah,
do you do when you
definitely.
don't find that card early?
Because there is a chance. I can't remember now what the odds are. I did calculate it once, and I can't remember them. But the odds are in your favor of finding newspaper reports within the first 6 days, or 5 days rather. But there are times where you don't, and you have to then decide: do you start moving around? Do you just keep supplying? Fangs here just sticking with the sit still. Um, but I think that's fine. I don't mind this. You decide, right, I'm going to give up these 7 points, but then I'll be well equipped and get a couple of extra events.
Alright, that should clear up the audio a little bit for you, Worm. You should hear the game a little bit better now.
It can be awkward though, because sometimes the game volume can really compete with the voices of the commentators or the player.
Yeah, I have our
So
voices much louder than the game.
that's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, Snuff looks like to be guaranteed these 7 points unless something crazy happens. It'll be
Or
interesting then
6.
how then Dracula deals with it too. How do you get those remaining 6? Do you just throw down a rumor token as soon as possible, trying to force the issue? Do you hold back? It'll be interesting.
Well, you see, you place a new vampire in Marseilles and then put a rumor on it. I'm sorry, that was still just one of the funniest games I've had.
I watch that back quite frequently.
Yeah.
Just the annoyance from me and Gyro is like, oh, we just got started.
And the annoyance of you, like, mentioning, oh, just made my tea. I was sitting in for this long, drawn out brawl.
Game.
Nope, it's over already.
Yeah. Oh well, we freed up an hour of my afternoon I didn't expect, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You
still
know what? A
still
win's a
think
win.
it's ridiculous that Dracula's speedrun achievement is do it in 1 week, not 2.
Not two. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, crazy.
yeah. I think if you to do it in 1 week, you have to mature a 7-point vampire and kill 3 hunters all in the first week.
Yeah. Okay, no one else from Hungary. Not very surprising, but
Not a bad idea to start scanning though. At this point, it's some information.
yeah, especially since if horse economy is set up, or they got a lot of white ones on that side of the board, then yeah, just throwing out a psychic scan is pretty decent. So this might look very weird to people who are not familiar with the game, or if they play in a different way in their group. It's like, well, the trail is full of stuff, and Naruto is about to mature. Why aren't the hunters moving? Because they want to get the items and events.
Yeah, they
You can
want
give up
to
7 points
move.
early.
Go ahead.
Again,
I said go ahead.
I'd say like they can give up 7 points early as long as they just don't give up the next 6, and they'll be able to pounce on Dracula if they're well equipped.
Yes.
Cool.
First part of this game is the preparation.
Indeed.
Yeah. Also, knowing where Dracula is right now might not be the best thing. Like, you can find Dracula on day 1. Okay, you found him. What now?
You still have to get equipped. There's a chance you move too early. This is just an extreme case. This is good. It'll be interesting to see how Fangs can cope with this too. It'll be a good test of both sides, how they deal with this. Because as Dracula, you kind of mentally prepare yourself to be found. It's like, oh shit, I haven't been found. Okay, cool. You have to then adjust maybe your strategy a little bit.
Yeah. For all we know, that could have just been like a rumored spy, just something to put pressure on the hunters.
Well,
but in reality,
it could be a, yeah, it could easily be a bluff. Yeah.
A bluff that's about to backfire.
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend, for new players, I wouldn't recommend doing that, but it easily could happen.
Yeah.
Roscoe's strategy was always to put rumor tokens on hoaxes, so they would go there and force stakes on these hoaxes, and then have a vampire behind it that matures.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, it's. I just say, as newer players, just throw down rumor tokens on vampires, and that just, yeah.
Yeah. Worry about the mind games later. Once you're playing someone you know how they play against.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
Yes. That is correct. It will show where he started, and give the hunters kind of a location to start going towards.
Correct. And yeah, it does. It's really weird. It's really interesting how the dynamic of the game works. The fact that it clears the next three things on the trail, so you're gaining the points which you need for victory, but because those things are maturing, that's fewer things for the hunters to deal with, and then it knocks your encounter economy. It's a really interesting dynamic.
Mia's got hypnosis.
Does she?
Yep. Just changed that to a revealed card.
Interesting. I would probably advise against that, but I guess it depends what house she's holding.
Well,
but then showing it to Dracula is like almost like as a, like, yeah, I got hypnosis. What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah. Well, he's about to get some information by the mature in a moment, so not really a point in doing it right this minute. But it does. It could turn it around later should you lose Dracula and need to re-find him.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, now we have the question: where is Dracula started? Do you think it's Central Europe, Spain? Is he going up Italy, or is he in the East?
Well, I'll just say, in Snuff's last game, he started in Italy and he got beaten within half an hour because two hunters jumped on him in Genoa and killed him from 15 health. So I'm going to assume he didn't do that again.
I'll say he started in Germany. Yeah.
I think he started
so badly burned. Yep. After being so badly burned in Italy, I don't think he's going to go there, at least for a few games.
No, I don't think so either. No, it'd be a very, very brave Dracula. It's like, what just happened last game? I'm gonna go to the exact same place and hope it doesn't happen again.
Ow, I touched the stove and it burned.
It
surely must be safe now.
Oh no, still hot. But the fact it wasn't, Valona got checked and it was empty is kind of interesting. So it's possible, maybe started Galatz and went round Black Sea coast. We'll have to see. Here's the reveal. Amsterdam. Maybe?
It's
a vampire.
Granada.
No real surprise.
He did start in Spain.
Ooh. Is he still in Spain, or is he snuck past Seward? Ah.
Yeah.
The location is 6 away from that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, the 6 away from Granada could be Strasbourg. There's a lot of places he could be right now. I know you're on the western side of the board at least.
Yeah. That first card could be in Clermont-Ferrand for all we know.
It could well be. It could be Marseille, depending on how slowly he walked out. I commentated on well, not commentated. Snuff played a game recently against Vakajic, and I did. Was it last night or this morning? I gave him some feedback from it. But obviously he was playing Hunters, so obviously it's not going to affect this game.
It probably isn't. When did he draw that evil presence earlier? It said Dracula was not adjacent to any hunters at that time.
I must have missed that.
Oh.
He's not as far as we thought then.
So, Clermont-Ferrand or Marseille.
Yeah, he's not as far northeast, if you would put it that way, as he could have been. So he did a bit of a meandering trail. Maybe went via Barcelona, maybe. Could that work? Madrid, Saragossa, Barcelona. No.
Maybe a hide in there.
Oh, maybe. And a hide
Uh,
got cleared, maybe?
Alright, he's searching
Okay.
with Jonathan. Oh, not in Marseille. He's got to be in Clement Ferrand then.
Hmm.
Unless he
Unless
backtracked into Barcelona. I don't know
Yeah,
why
or
he would, but...
unless that card that is so on the trail might be a hide that didn't get because you can have the city location and hide become detached from each other if something matures. So it could be a hide. I guess we have to operate on the assumption that it's not.
Would hide then reveal if you go into that city, or because it's now detached from the
Nope.
city, just kind of sit on the trail?
It doesn't get flipped over. It's a very weird interaction. You can trick players a lot with it. Which I look for this location that doesn't exist. But we'll operate under the assumption that he just kept moving. Oh, okay. Well, that hits Seward for the most, but then he heals quicker, so...
Yeah, it'll take him 2 nights to get back to full.
Yep.
So, I
It'd
think
take a normal
Seward's
hunter
not
3.
the best thing in the world.
No. It depends on what... If Seward finds him next turn, then it could be important, because he's obviously taking a huge chunk of health.
Yeah.
If he is in Clement Ferrand, would you wolf form here? Looking at where the other hunters are positioned.
Let's see. Wolfing could get you up to Brussels or Le Havre. It would get you a decent distance away, but at the moment we kind of think you're in Clement Ferrand, so we're also, if you do wolf, we're kind of assuming you're going to be wolfing up that way. So
Unless you wolf form to backtrack into Spain.
Yeah, I was just about to say that actually. Yeah, so wolfing into Spain might be a good double bluff, give them the slip for a little while.
Yeah, getting away from Godalming and Mina. Oh, normal move.
Yeah, going back to the Marseille game, you've always questioned, why did I wolf when I was in Spain? I was trying to make him think I was up north.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. The wolf form was more just to make you think I was there, less than I actually needed to wolf.
Yep, and that's a good tactic, especially in this situation where you don't necessarily want to be wolf forming towards Godalming, but Godalming's going to have to go and check places like Strasbourg and Brussels.
Yep.
But no, normal moves. It could be going back to Bordeaux, could be in Nantes. Nantes wouldn't be a bad move. Only Sue would be able to be a threat, and Sue's pretty badly beaten up by that mob. So that's the thing. When you're playing as Dracula, you have to constantly think about what is worst case scenario. How many hunters can jump onto me? If you move closer to somebody like Godalming, who moves first, you risk more hunters being able to jump onto you. It just depends on their position. Obviously, then Speedy Telegraph can then throw those plans off, because then the hunter order changes.
Right.
Okay.
He wasn't
There's a
Clement
Clement
Ferrand.
Yeah.
That leaves with 4 locations he could have gone to. Like 5. Marseille is still on the board.
Yep, so indeed.
24, 42, 39, or 8. Yeah. Walking into Bordeaux could be a pretty powerful move, just because that's where Seward was.
Yeah. And what are the chances that Seward backtracks to that? Unlikely. And even if Seward does, I mean, Mina can't get there unless she has like a chartered carriage, but chartered carriage got taken off her. That's another thing. You're going to try and watch the trades if the chartered carriage is on Van Helsing. But then Van Helsing could then just trade it back, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, currently Van Helsing is still enjoying his retirement.
Indeed. And discarding events. Oh, wait, there's a chartered carriage in the discard pile. I didn't even see that. So it wasn't traded. She must have discarded the chartered carriage then. So what on earth does she have that is more powerful than hypnosis? Maybe things like sense of emergencies, or...
Well, he's almost dug through the entire item deck, so...
Yeah, definitely well supplied.
There's a host of the discard.
And
1 stake.
Do you need I assume this is for a psychic scan. I guess it rules out Geneva.
Yep.
Oh.
It's the jar of dirt.
It is a jar of dirt.
And guess what's inside it? It's
dirt.
fog.
Ah. I hope it would be dirt.
Yeah.
Can you just imagine? you open the jar of dirt, and this fog comes out, and then this vampire starts crawling out of it as well.
Yeah, and then a whole Scardy mob.
Yeah, the whole mob. Yeah, exactly. The entire faction is in there. So you're saying the jar of dirt is like the TARDIS? That's what you're saying?
Yeah. Okay, so it reveals the host on Godalming.
Yeah.
Not surprising, he has one.
Nope, not really. Not very surprising. Yeah, I guess ruling out Geneva's not too bad. Okay,
He
not
is
in
still
Geneva.
France.
Yeah. But imagine if he gets to Strasbourg undetected, then, well, I really don't like Strasbourg wolf form. I think it's a bit overrated. Yeah, you got a lot of places you can go to, but there's easy connections between all of them. Especially since these hunters all seem to have horses by the looks of it.
Yep. So he did get a bit lucky on his he's got a jar of wolves, according to Wormtown.
A jar of wolves.
Yep. A jar of wolves, mobs, and another jar of dirt inside the jar of dirt.
It'd be quite interesting if Saragossa is not on the trail. It'd be quite funny to see if runners really location that doesn't exist.
Oh, that would drive him
I
absolutely
assume
nuts.
he didn't hide the bus. Yeah, especially if you don't. It's a weird interaction. Obviously, it rarely happens because the chance you get the time and the in the right location.
I can barely hear you. I'm dropping frames too.
Ooh. You'll. I'll look at the live stream, see if there's any lag or anything.
Okay, it stops dropping frames for now, and you've gotten back clear. Yep, there it goes again. It's going out with my internet.
It will still passing through.
Wormtown, don't even joke about that.
Ah, you've jinxed it now.
You don't even talk about that, Wormtalon. That time's behind us.
Wolf is playing very confident. You gotta be careful. You could end up getting jumped on by 3 hunters if you misplay this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just randomly dropping frames when it feels like it. You'll be fine, then just start dropping, then be fine again, then start dropping. Don't know what's going on.
I was there for a split second, but now it's okay.
Right. Yeah, it looks like it's clear for now, though.
Oh. Oh, so Paris is empty. In Le Havre now, then, I guess? Rest is in Santander. Sud might move on to him right now, and actually that's dangerous because Mina could get there too. Maybe, I don't know. Could be hiding in Non, could be in Le Havre. Yeah. Oh, went to check Saragossa. Okay, doesn't want to check.
Alright, so it's not the infamous disconnected hide.
No. No, it isn't. I'm surprised he didn't check Santander, because he could have backtracked to Saragossa tomorrow.
Yep. Here comes Speed Racer.
Gotta be careful here. Mina could get baited into a fight in Non with like 2 encounters if she's not careful, if there's a hide. Oh, still supplying and just still discarding events, so clearly it has really good stuff. 11 Dracula cards in discard. So how many would that mean there are left? There are 14 left in the pile.
Yep.
So yeah, normal odds more or less.
Yeah. the saboteur in Saragossa.
Yeah.
It reveals rifle to get rid of it on Seward. So, Seward's got a rifle. Golemy's got a host. There's still one more host unaccounted for.
I mean, one more. Is there one in the discard? Oh, there is one in the discard.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier.
Okay, sorry.
3 stakes as well. Not in the discard.
All the holy bullets. Okay. It'd be kind of if Dracula moves here again, that kind of signals to me he's in Spain rather than in France.
Pistols and 1 rifle, so the knives are floating around.
Yep. Oh, good grief, that's a scary thought. Just knives just floating in the air just randomly.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm thinking of as just the Magic the Gathering card, Wall of Swords.
Oh, still no Wolfhorn. This is ballsy play here. Dracula could die very quickly if 3 hunters get on him. If he goes into Le Havre, unless he has a fog. But even then,
do the hunters have forewarned then?
If Gadami has forewarned, he can get 3 hunters on him.
Yeah, that could be GG right there.
It could well be. Yeah. Wow. He checked. Wow, he checked Non and not Le Havre. I would have been tempted to check Le Havre because you don't want Van Helsing just bumbling into Le Havre because he could be hiding there now.
Yeah.
Was 36 ever checked? I don't think it really matters now.
Yeah.
Oh wow, he didn't actually hide in Le Havre. Good grief.
No, he didn't hide in Le Havre. He went through there.
He walked through there.
So
he's now in Brussels. We know for a fact he's in Brussels because Paris was where Godalming was. We know exactly where Dracula is.
Yeah.
What's Mina going to do about it? Is she going to jump onto Dracula's space?
Well, she's got the movement, so let's find out. Now I'm just imagining if they have Heavenly Host.
Ooh, yeah, CG would be pretty strong here. I like that move.
Yeah.
I like that move. Yeah, Cosgrave would be pretty strong. He does have Wolf Form available, so he could Wolf Form through it.
He discards a rifle.
Idle power will reset when Gadaving resupplies. Stake. Nope. I was about to say it's a flock of bats. What was the collective name for a group of bats? Is it flock?
Group of bats is a colony.
Ah, okay. That's not much fun.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, we can always go for the Dresden Files group of Black Court vampires. A Scourge.
A Scourge. I like it. Hey, Rook. How's the game? It's been progressing at quite a fair pace, to be honest. We're only 35 minutes in. And yeah, it's Thursday, week 2 already.
Yep. The first card placed was a matured Aristo Vamp, so 7 points for that in Spain. Yep. So.
Yeah, the Hunters have picked up very few events to find Dracula in terms of, hide scouts or newspaper reports. Yep. But they know where he is exactly. We know he's in Brussels right now. But the thing is, Gadami's down an item, Van Helsing's delayed. Dracula's not in much danger this turn. It depends on what happens next turn.
Yeah, not really a great place to wolf from either. Especially out with the hunters all right there.
No, it's not, is it? Especially with Clermont-Ferrand on the trail, so you can't wolf form to there. You can't wolf form to Bordeaux because it's too far. Geneva is meh. That's why you need to think about not only where you're going to wolf form to, but then what happens next turn. That's why you got to sort of plan ahead a little bit.
Yeah, de-wolf to the obvious place near Mina. just so you can bat out of there and then wolf again.
Hmm.
But do you really want to risk a combat with that?
I mean, wolf form to Nuremberg would be okay, but the issue is if Kadami rolls horses, he'll be within one space of you, and then what happens the turn after? And a couple spaces away from a port, so they'll catch you before you get there.
Yeah. Well, Dracula's not in as much danger as he used to be. He still has quite the predicament he has to solve.
Yeah. Like I said, as Dracula, you can die very fast. If you misplay and a lot of hunters jump on you, you're gonna die quickly. Especially with the hunters being supplying as much as they have been.
Oh, by the way, here's the I am discard. A lot of Dracula cards to discard, though.
I think I counted as about normal odds, I think. That's okay. Snuff taking time to think here, but that makes perfect sense given, the risk here if he gets caught. It'd be interesting if he's wolf forming to the center of the map, wolf forming to Hamburg to get to a port that's further away. I don't know if he needed to wolf form now, but I guess if he doesn't wolf form now, where he's going is really obvious.
Yeah. Well, let's see this.
Going to Amsterdam.
14 Draculas and 30 Hunter events.
Yep, that's normal.
Slightly, I think it's slightly better odds, but only slightly. It's basically on the same par.
Yeah, if people don't realize that they're out of all the event cards in the game, 1/3 of them are Dracula cards. So we're thinking about the odds of night supplying, but at this position, the hunters aren't needing to night supply. Well, night supplies are very rare.
Well, for night supply, we're now talking 14 out of 43 because we know the top one can't be the bottom card, which is a Hunter card.
Yeah.
So that actually puts it at slightly worse odds.
Okay, goes to Brussels. That makes sense. I wonder if he can deal with what's there if he hasn't got a weapon anymore.
Yep. And still no ambushes. He's playing very patient Dracula.
Not many fighting vampires either, so that they're all going to be saved up. And that's going to be scary.
Though he did behind the veil one reckless vamp. So
that's true. But then he had discard souls since then. Yeah, I like that move because he could have wolf bombed to Geneva, so blocking that easy path to Marseille is nice.
Yep. Unfortunately, Dracula gets the bat Van Helsing somewhere useless.
Yep.
Well, that's not the most useless place he could have gone. He can supply up there if he really needed to. But I don't think he's in a need for that right now for Van Helsing, at least.
Things with a lot of these... Oh, there he is.
Nuremberg.
Oh, he did go to 41. But, I mean, if he can escape his bat, he'll get his wolf form back. That would be very strong.
I think a new vamp for that, though. And he does have a Hunter event.
He does have some sort of Hunter event. And only one combat card.
I'm pretty sure that combat card is the circle still.
It got discarded because she's got... I don't know. Well,
one was discarded early. I don't think there was a second.
I don't know. Well, she definitely switched to fast horses, so maybe Godalming has it. But then, no, that's impossible because he discarded a weapon. Maybe she does still have it then.
Yep. Just do regular escape here, and then get your use your Holy Circle to stop Dracula at round 1.
Mm-hmm.
Puts him in quite a tight spot.
I think the fact it switched to horses, I've got a feeling it might be in the discard. We'll have to check. Obviously, we'll know during the combat. If he has Holy Circle, he'll just play it. Yeah. It might have a heroic leap, maybe. He was really quick not to play the prompt for it. There's a really obvious choice, whatever it was. So it could be an escape route, or it could be any of them, to be honest.
Yeah, punch the plotting.
Nice punch. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, exactly. If there's a holy circle, then you'll use it to counter the escaper's bat, which is absolutely fine. If Dracula can escape his bat here, he'll get his wolf form. He'll lose this new vampire, which is a bit of a shame, but
Yeah, trading a new vampire to get 4 spaces away from the hunters.
yep. Especially if that's
Especially
so
in the
many.
situation he was in.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be a nice result.
Yeah, I'd say that would be kind of worth the trade of a new vamp.
Especially since it's not rumored as well.
Yeah.
Noopsies.
Plus, there's always the question of what else does he have?
Yep. He might have a handful of vampires.
Vampires and
another.
fogs.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's saving the fog for worse.
And the thing is, because a lot of those encounters have got dealt with on the trail, he's just going to be layering a lot of stuff over the next few days. So his encounter economy is just going to be amazing, especially with that Discord soil early. Strength and dodge. Alright, so far Fangs is playing this combat well.
Yep.
Seeing no damage.
Yeah, I get the feeling he's going to try and escape again, so...
Yeah.
New vamp at this point is just thinking, deal damage. All he needs is a
What is
claw
the
or a bite.
What's the objective of this new vampire? I'm thinking damage. Yeah, you just have to try and do as much damage as you can. Just try and soften Mina up. So even if the combat with Dracula is stopped by an escape as a holy circle or escape route or something, then Mina's still a little bit weakened. Only did 2 damage, which is kind of what you'd expect for a new vampire encounter, or a vampire encounter in general, for that matter. So
Yep,
we'll
holy
see.
circle is not in discard.
Oh, so it could be then. Oh, she's escape route. Okay. Oh well, so there goes that idea. Oh yeah, Dracula's gotta be careful because Seward's only 2 is potential horse away from Munich. Ooh.
So do you go to Prague and hope there's no consecrated ground to trap you there? It won't be a game ender because there's the one to discard, but...
Honestly, do you have consecrated ground? Well, it wouldn't kill him in Prague, but it'd be very restrictive. Yeah. Ah, but hang on, with the wolf form on the trail though, it would actually kill. Because you can't misdirect a wolf form.
No, but the moment the checkmate penalty is removed, the Nuremberg would still come off the trail naturally.
No. Oh, if you move to Prague, yes, yeah, then you would, yeah.
Yeah.
But you take the penalty, yeah.
Yeah. He could wolf then out of Prague, but at that point you've taken a lot of damage and you're wolfing right towards the hunters.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you've got tokens placed in Vienna, you can't wolf from east, so you have to go like Munich, which is not great.
Yeah.
Yep, good use of stake. The whole trail's been dealt with, apart from Brussels, but I mean Van Helsing can deal with that, so Gadami can charge forward if he wants to. Gadami's down an item though. Probably he's got a heavenly host. We know that, so it's not the most equipped for combat, but it depends on what events he's got. Yeah, that wolf form's now put Dracula in an awkward position because now he's away from ports.
Yeah. It'd take him 2 days to get to Hamburg, the closest one.
Or Venice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you could have hunters just jumping on your space then. And if they get the forewarned in the right place, then that could be a dead Dracula before he even gets to sea. Well, I mean, he's only got 1 combat item, and so does Godalming, so that's the only advantage. So maybe then you don't go towards Seward, you stay in the northern part of the map. We'll see if Snuff takes that information on board.
Yep.
Ooh, okay then. Never mind. This could be a dead Dracula. We'll have to see. Dracula might have backtracked to somewhere like Zurich, hoping the hunters jump over him.
Yep.
Renewed Vigor changes that equation. No.
Didn't go to Leipzig.
Yeah, check Frankfurt, check Leipzig, but neither of them were there. Yeah. So yeah, I just guess you check Munich and, well, Sud can't get to both Munich and Prague. And get to Munich, but not Prague.
Oh,
oh he's in Munich. Never mind.
Yep. And here's where you need that fog plate if you have it.
Yeah, would you play Fog Inland? He did play Fog Inland.
Oh no. He had the forewarned.
Well, I don't know if I mind
dead.
that too much. Yeah, he might not die, and the thing is then he can play his second Fog on a port, and it would protect him more, because he'd be able to forewarn, he'd be able to feed on the spot then after that. But yeah, he's now going to go into a 2v1 combat. Mina is guaranteed to get a supply in as well. Oh, well, there's the Hired Scouts. That's unfortunate.
Discarded a stake, so he's going in on combat here.
Yeah, I think this is okay. Yeah, that's definitely a good thing to do. Mina can supply. She might get lucky and get a combat item. She might not, though.
If Van Helsing has sense of emergency, I think he can make it to this combat.
Yes, he would. You take a little bit of damage, though, but maybe to guarantee the 3v1, you'd go for it.
Yeah. 3v1 is Dracula would have to play near perfect to get that.
Ah, there he goes. Sense. Yeah, this might go downhill for Drag very fast. We'll have to see. It all depends on how well equipped they are. Yeah, Seward's going to be very well equipped, I imagine. Mina all depends on what she draws with this item supply.
Yeah.
Oh, she actually healed instead. Interesting. Okay, so she only has one combat item.
And I'm pretty sure it's still that Holy Circle.
Well, if that's the case, then she's not anything to worry about. But then they all get out before the escape is bat. That's the problem. Yeah. As long as Dracula targets the right person. Yeah, nice call on that sense of emergency. Yeah, that's a nice thing to have.
Plus, Van Helsing's now with Seward, so should this combat end, he can heal up real fast.
Yeah, Seward's very well equipped here. So is Van Helsing, really. There's probably... Oh, there's no Holy Bullets, because Holy Bullets are... So probably Van Helsing has a stake. Seward probably has Knife, Heavenly Host, and another weapon, I'd imagine. And Mina, I assume, has a... Oh, she has Holy Circle. She's not very potent. So I guess you just target the other two, then.
Yep.
Seward has to be the one with the Heavenly Host. Unless he's got all weapons for some reason. I mean, if Dracula gets a little bit lucky here, he might be able to get out of this, but I just dread to think how much damage he's going to take for it.
Yep. Dracula's going to have to think carefully on this one.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, on the round that way can escape as bat, they can all just play anti-escape as bat stuff, and then if he targets somebody else, then Mina just uses the Holy Circle to get everybody else out of the fight. No Sister Agatha though, so Fangs will heal.
Yeah. I can practically see the numbers coming out of Dracula's head as he thinks this through.
If you watch carefully, the little bit of smoke will come out of his ears as well. Yeah, this is a rough position to be in as a Dracula player. Should just play the safe move and go on to Amsterdam. But then I guess what happens next, right? If you go across to the UK, they can jump across and block you. Target Seward, that makes a lot of sense. Mesmerize.
The rifle.
Okay, nice. Mesmerize. Only blocks a rifle rather than a knife, but still, that's decent. Hasn't used a Fang on something that was not a Heavenly Host. Okay. Would have been better to block that, but, you know, well, is what it is. Mina, punch, I assume? Yep, punch. Okay. Okay, that could have been worse.
Well, Mina is going to use her karate chop action.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the Mesmerize portrait thing actually worked this time.
We're doing Shrek references, not Toy Story references.
Oh yeah, Gyro's not here.
Yeah, exactly. Oh dear.
Have we done a Shrek reference yet?
No, not this stream, I don't think. No. We got quite a lot in the previous ones. We're compensating, I suppose. Oh, there's a reference for you. Maybe he's compensating for something.
Yeah. Reference to what? That could go anywhere.
I know. Does Sword have another knife? Because maybe just be tempted to throw a Fangs onto him, but he might have a knife. You Fang Van Helsing. He might throw his Heavenly Host now.
Yeah. Unless he's got double knife.
He could also have double knife, yes. Yeah.
Yep,
oh, targeting Mina? What?
Dodge the Fangs.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think he's realised he's only got Holy Circle. So this is something, yeah, you got to try and keep track of these things, but it's very hard to do. Yeah. Second rifle. Oh, wow, so Sue could have got bitten if he'd fanged him. Oh, man, that's unfortunate. And Heavenly Host? There you go.
Yeah, the eye drops.
Good grief. Oh, if he'd used Heavenly Host or Fangs on any of the other two hunters, then they would be bitten out of the combat. Oh, man, that's very unfortunate.
Alright. Round 3, this is where these bats could happen, but now we know what's about to happen. Valsey's got the knife, Stewart's gonna rifle. Mina probably Holy Circle it to stop it.
Fangs is saying, is it GG? Is there any way he doesn't die this... Well...
Let's see, one from... He's probably expecting perfect damage to kill.
Oh, he says triple knife. What?
Yeah, that would kill no matter what.
So the Holy Circle must be in the discard somehow, which would make sense, because you wouldn't have Mina running around with just a stake on Holy Circle, but maybe somehow that... Then. Yeah, it must have traded it then. I don't know how that happened, we missed that. Bats. Damn. Oh man, knife. If only... Oh man, only if he had... Unless it was a mist.
Yeah,
oh man. So only if he'd find a different hunter.
Yeah.
He'd have bitten them, gone out of the combat, and healed. It'd only be a 2v1. There's a different story.
Unfortunately, we don't live in that timeline.
No, we do not live in the timeline. Yeah, so that's a case of, as Dracula, you have to try... I know it's very hard to do. You got to try to keep an eye on what items hunters have, and then use that. Assuming you get the combat cards to do what it is you want to do, you need to, then try and play around those things. Oh, well, we just got started.
Yeah, that was 53 minutes.
Well, it was 20 minutes longer than the game when Strider was playing Snuff. But yeah, poor Snuff, not having the best of time as Dracula. Yeah, well. had to wolf form maybe a little bit sooner, or just play slightly differently. Sometimes you have to escape to sea, because otherwise hunters will just close in on you.
Yeah. But now I've got a question. What am I going to do the rest of my day?
Well, there's plenty of games, but they're going to be coming up later. That's the thing. I've got work to do, so I can easily do that. But what's in a Rook? We didn't see triple knife come in. Well, that's true. I mean, you did make a comment, Met King, that there were no knives in the discard. So yeah. I guess based upon that effort, we knew that Godalming didn't have it. So we should have probably known that in that combat there was triple knife, but not necessarily distributed evenly across the hunters. But I mean, it's such a safe play that way. I mean, Sud played very risky there to have played rifle when he was mesmerized.
Yeah. Well, like I say, he played it. He held that knife close to his chest, and it paid off in the end.
It did. It did. Yeah.
Both those knives, actually. Mia was holding on to that one. We didn't see that coming.
No, so I don't know what happened there. We'll have to try and go through the live stream again and see discard pile. Maybe something weird happened, or maybe they got through the whole item piles. They must have discarded both. We must have just missed it.
He did not discard that Holy Circle. I know that for certain.
So maybe. So how did that
Melvin was
happen?
running around with it.
He had
Probably
Heavenly
traded with
Host.
me early.
But he had a Heavenly Host though. He discarded a rifle and he had a Heavenly Host and horses.
I believe this circle had just gone to the time warp.
Oh, maybe I just escaped through the void somewhere. Don't know.
Well, anything else you want to add? Because
no. I don't know. I mean, obviously, well played to Fangs. That's put Fangs in pole position to get to top 5. We'll have to see what happens in the other 2 games, but obviously that's a big win. And yeah, there's going to be loads of games coming up later. I guess we'll have to just try and sit and work out how on earth we're going to commentate them all, but we'll figure it out.
Yep. But in any case, thank you everyone for watching. We'll probably be doing another one later today. And if not, well, there's 5 other games to watch, so someone's bound to cover at least a few of them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Anyway, enjoy your day, everyone.